Hello everyone, this is Josh Play Place, and today we continue to grow and expand our city of New Austin in Cities Skylines 1 in this episode 18, that's the correct number. As always, just a reminder that we will be doing Cities Skylines 1 on the weekends, and during the week we will be playing Cities Skylines 2. If you have any questions or comments, just leave it in the comment section. So, let's begin. As you can remember, in our last episode, we were able to create our first large airport district, airport zone, airport area, and we placed our first airport, and we called it NAX. Again, we didn't go all out on the design. I think sometimes the designs can get too weird, too big. And that's, I think, one of the improvements with the airports DLC, that you're able to create more realistically sized airports as opposed to the ones that we have here that, of course, we haven't unlocked, but they're just not big enough. I do think that's a really good thing that they did, and they work really, really well. We also got to level 2, which allows us to plop down some more stuff. Let's take a look really quick. We can now do the medium aircraft stand, which we will start building in a bit, and also the extra concourse hubs, as well as some other stuff such as the airline lounges. So hopefully we can do that, and we should place also one of these large airports. Maybe we'll put it here. Let's do that really quick. Again, it's just really cool, really nice that they did this expansion, the airports DLC. It works really well. The only negative that I would have against the DLC is the fact that it takes a lot of space. If you take a look at this, it takes at the very least, very least, a half of a tile. So if you are playing vanilla with no more than 9 tiles, it's gonna be very constricting to build this airport, or any airport you want. However, it is really nice. It's not as micromanaging as other expansion packs, as for example the financial district, that you need to really get into it a lot. In here, once you start building it and it starts growing from level to level, you can add more things, but that should be it, unless you want to continue playing mayor and make your airport a little bit better. Otherwise, everything works really well. We also, like I mentioned, we unlocked the medium-sized aircraft. Well, first of all, let me place this here, and let me grow the district just a little bit. I'm not gonna do any parking lots here, but I am gonna do some on this side. And remember that adding parking lots not only adds to a more detailed city and more realistic city, but it also helps with parking and with the a little bit of enjoyment. So that is it. Let's allow our city to continue running. So that's really nice, really good. There should be enough water. There's not. Let me just increase it. There you go. And I think it should be fine for now. I do want to be able to grow this airport, so I'm gonna leave this open. Let me just draw a big X in here to make sure that we don't do anything with this. So that's gonna be it. And like I mentioned before, we should be able to bury the expressway, the highway, and then bring it up on this side. So everything should be fine. We should have enough space, and that way we can have either another more modern, for example, we can do the ultra modern or the modern terminals, or we can actually do the ones that we haven't unlocked yet, but it's for the cargo area also. I think that's gonna be really good. Um, so that's that. So we're gonna leave it like this. In a little bit, we're gonna add some of the stands for the medium aircraft, and we're gonna do it here. We're gonna extend maybe this a little bit to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe put another 5 aircraft stands here. And I think we're doing well with just one runway. It looks really, really nice. As you can see, everything is working really, really well, which is really good and really nice. These are small aircraft. In terms of demand, we just have regular demand for commercial and for industrial. And I think what I want to do next is continue to expand this area and put more commercial and office spaces. So let me do that and we will be back. So I just paused the game and I am gonna add the zones, just regular zoning. I don't think I'm gonna do anything with different zones. It's just gonna be regular zoning. I don't think we should do any of these specialized things. So let me zone this really quick and let the game run for just a little bit. Well, this is growing rather nicely. Now we have more demand for residential zone, and I think that's gonna work really, really well. I think I'm just gonna zone this just regular density and this one as well, so we can have something that is gonna be growing in there. And I think I'm not gonna do anything here yet. I think that we can do more unique buildings in this area. I think we have a lot, especially we wanna end up with these monuments. And so that would be really nice. Maybe we can do the official park here and the Grand Mall here on the other side. And we'll figure out what else we can do in here, or maybe this one. Let's wait on this one because I completely forgot that maybe we're gonna do one of the stadiums here. So that's something that we need to figure out. So we need to try and expand our city a little bit more. And I think what I am gonna do is to create another residential area here, just regular grid, more rectangles than squares. It's just gonna be a regular grid, and let's figure out how that works. I think that is looking rather nice. I created two districts, a large one to have all these that we're not going to change any policies yet. And for this, I changed the style to shopping malls. That way we can have some little bit more variety of stores in here. I am going to add the high density zones, and this one is not working, so I'm just going to put it like this. Let me pause the game really quick. Again, we're gonna do mostly commercial in this area, and all of this is gonna be residential. I think that's gonna work really well. Let me just put another little parking lot in here, and just one or two trees. There you go. I think that's going to be rather nice. We're gonna zone all of these with residential for right now. I think this is gonna be enough, and we are gonna see how well this works out. Okay, little by little we're gonna be able to feel all that. The other thing that we're gonna do, which I think it's gonna work really well here, we're gonna try to do the same as we did here. We're gonna put another walking path in here, another one in here. We're gonna add the little parking lot and the regular parking lot here. And we are gonna place down just regular offices. I'm gonna put a little parking here. I think this is gonna work really well. There you go. And hopefully that's gonna be a good source of employment for people. I think this actually worked out really well, really nice. Definitely looks nice, very nice. And one of the things that we have neglected just for a little bit are these installations. This is this area for the ore mining. So I'm gonna delete these, and I am gonna delete these, and I think I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna lay down another row. That way we are able to expand this just a little bit more. Make sure that there's water, and I think I'm gonna move this here, and I think that should be the last area where we're gonna have that much, or at least in this specific area on this side, and that way everything else we do is gonna be here. So we also have this one that I'm gonna move here, and this one that I am gonna move, I'm just gonna move here. Make sure that everything's connected. It's connected now, and everything should be fine. And it's making us good money. We have glass and metals that are being processed from the raw materials, and I think that's just working really, really well. I think that's gonna be a good mining area. As far as these people, also we need to figure out if we want to expand it like we mentioned or not. And I think I am gonna expand it. I'm gonna keep on doing some more of these squares. I think I'm gonna do 2 or 3 more on this side, and in here we'll increase another maybe slaughterhouse and definitely more flour mills, so that all of this extra stuff gets processed or at least sold. If we let me add one just for right now. Even though it creates a little bit of traffic, we can add one of these silos or the barn, and they actually do the similar thing. Maybe, yeah, we can put this one here, and that way all of this material can get stored in the large barn. So let me keep on growing this area a little bit more, and we will be back. I think this is where we are gonna stop with expanding this large industrial area. I think that's as much as we are gonna have in terms of the expansion for it. I think it's more than enough. I think it's as much as this area is gonna be able to have. I think that's gonna work really well. Now let's see what else we can place in here. We have the flour mill, we have the cattle shed, we have the milking parlor, and we have the slaughterhouse. And I think that we can, yeah, we can put another slaughterhouse in here. I think that's gonna work really well. And let's make sure that it's within this area, which should be fine. There you go. And I think also we can expand this row a little bit more and have maybe one or two more flour mills. There's one here, and I think for right now that should be enough to have all of these surplus of material. Once at first, once you place either a large silo or the barn, there's going to be a lot of traffic, especially when there's a lot of surplus for raw materials to go into this. So you're going to have a lot of traffic. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It should be fine. However, something that we're going to have to deal with very soon is this intersection. Right now it's not as busy, but in the very near future we're gonna have to make this a larger roundabout, especially so that all of this traffic that's coming from this area can go into the expressway fast enough. Also, we should be able to know that since we have this expressway here, we might be able to have another connection, but that depends on what we want to do, or to expand this, which we fixed. It's working good enough, so I don't think we're gonna have any issues for now. Again, there's traffic because there's gonna be traffic, but that's gonna be another one of our fixes once we deal with this, in my opinion, horrendous highway roundabout. I really don't think it looks that nice. Also, let me move this and put it. Let's put it here, and that should be working fine. Again, we're doing really well with the money. It's almost a third of the surplus that we're making, so that's allowing us to make more money and to continue growing our city, and I think that's great. As you can see, traffic has already gotten better, so it's just the problem of these people trying to get rid of the excess, which again, even though we have implemented the improved logistics and automation and whatnot, it's very difficult for these raw materials to get out, because if you see here, we're still importing, which makes no sense to me. It really doesn't make any sense as to why we're importing when we can actually export all of that. I am gonna put a little warehouse, and this one is for flour, and I'm gonna do this one for animal products. And again, this should be working really well. Maybe we can put a large pasture here. Yeah, it fits perfectly. Even a smaller one does in here. And we have this for Highland cows, and in this one we're gonna do sheep. And hopefully sooner rather than later, there can be raw materials going into these pastures. So I'm seeing that we're gonna have issues with more landfill needed, or more garbage needed. So let's see how we're doing here. We definitely need to increase our processing capacity and also our electricity, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to add another of the incinerator plants. I think that's gonna work really well here. Let's see how much it increases our capacity. That's gonna be well, and maybe we can add another one, but we'll wait just a little bit to see how that is working. Everything else seems fine in our city, besides of course traffic, which is a little bit chaotic in this area, which again, spoiler alert, we might end up having to make this another expressway, at least on this side, and maybe doing something else on this road, even though we still need to expand a little bit more. Let's see how this area is growing. It's growing rather nicely, and this area is growing rather nicely too. Again, sometimes when you're playing the game, and let's say for example for us that we've been playing for over half an hour, at least prior to being edited this video, you might think that you don't accomplish that much, but you really do. I mean, it is a lot of work that we do, a lot of changes that we've established, and just because you think that it's not enough doesn't mean that it's not. It is. As long as you keep growing your city and putting a lot of love and effort into it, you should be fine. I mean, there shouldn't be any issues here. So we just upgraded this festival area to accommodate more people. And again, we increase this to the maximum, and that's how it works. Just do it. That's how the game wants you to work it out. Before we finish this episode, I think that we do want to do something else here. I don't know in this area yet, but maybe in here I think we want to have some more residential, commercial, and maybe offices, or maybe we can wait a little bit. I don't know. I don't think so. Let's see where else we can add more commercial. Let's add it here. You know what? No, let's add it here. Let's just add a walkway, a pathway here. Well, no, we're gonna leave this open again in case this needs to be expanded. So let's see where else. Let's see if this is gonna work if we do it this way. Oh yeah, it's gonna work really nice. And maybe just here and here. And it's beyond me why people still decide to use this walkway instead of the actual street, the pedestrian walkway. But let's see, we're gonna make this commercial, a little bit more commercial, and this we're gonna do office. We're seeing a little bit of traffic here. I don't think it's that much. It might be. So let's just upgrade this already into the 4-lane road with the bike lanes, and let's just do this really quick with this, because I don't, and this one, the way it looks a little bit nicer. There you go. And let me just pause the game really quick because it's not letting us upgrade on this side. Again, the game, you know, sometimes has its moments, and although I now that I'm playing City Skylines 2, I'm appreciating the road system in terms of how less finicky it is. In terms of how better it works, yeah, it's City Skylines 2 by a lot. So the last thing we're gonna do before we finish this episode 18 is I am gonna add some more of these aircraft stands, but for the medium size, and I'm gonna try to make all of these look as nice as possible. I am gonna do the same thing that I did here, which is basically do an entrance and the exit into this to avoid sort of a congestion of aircraft waiting, because I don't know if you've seen some other cities that's what happens. I don't know if this is a great fix or a perfect fix, but I know that it works, and that's more than enough for me. So let me work on this really quick, and we will be back. And well, as we can see, it is working really well and really nice. So again, we expanded this airport and I think it's looking really nice. The other expansion once, and well, after we reach level 3, which should be, it's gonna take a while. We need more of an attractiveness score, and I think we're gonna be able to do that by adding more hotels in here and more stuff. So it's gonna take a while, but whenever we do it, it's gonna be on this side, and we're gonna have another runway. And again, I have to decide whether it's gonna be for just cargo or cargo and the larger stands. As you can see here, we need to unlock the larger stands in here. We just need to get to level 3. We also unlocked the elevated airport metro station, and we will unlock the train station on level 3, which we should put one in here at the very least. I think that's gonna work really well. We also have this airport bus station. They're nice, but I think for right now we don't need anything special. We need some water, so let's pause the game really quick. We completely forgot to do what we always do, which is to check on the info view. So we need water. Let's see. We can put, maybe we can do one here. I think it's gonna look nice too to have one here, and let's see if that's gonna be enough. I think so. We can do another one, but we're gonna do it on the other side to make it a little bit more symmetrical, and that was 2, so that's gonna be 2, and there you go. And I think that should be enough for now. These people are also missing water. It's a shame that we forgot. So there you go. Should be working for now. We need to work on the attractiveness of this campus. So since we're already level 3, which I completely forgot about it, let's do the academic works, and let's do discovery, and let's see what we have unlocked. Again, I completely forgot about this. So we have this, no, we have this one, and we have the academic statue 1. So I think we can do this one here. I think it's gonna look rather nice. And there you go, we're already back to that. And we now have the School of Medicine, and I think that's gonna be really nice in here. I think it's gonna work really well there. Let me draw the walkway. I think it's gonna be great. And let's see what else we had unlocked. We unlocked the commencement office, which I think we might be able to fit. Yeah, we can put it here. There you go. We have the math club, and that one, yeah, I also think we can put it in here. I'm gonna extend this walkway, and I'm gonna extend or create one more here. And I think these people have good connections with electricity, so I am gonna tear down this. That didn't look that nice. And what else we have? We have the university library, and that one I think we can place in here. Yeah, I think that's gonna be nice in this corner. We have the university fountain, which I will put, let me see, yeah, let's put it in here in the middle. There you go. And we have the cafeteria. Have we not placed the cafeteria before? I don't think so, and I think that's the last one. Or the gym. Also, we haven't placed the gym. That's interesting. So the gym we can place. We're gonna do it here, so that it's closer to the dorm rooms. And same thing for the cafeteria. We're gonna put it in here, and we're gonna draw. Let's see, the outdoor study, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna put that in here. Also, the futsal club, we already have it. I guess we unlocked this without me realizing that, or just forgetting. So it's always good to try to make this work, and I think that's gonna be good enough for now. I think we were able to grow this really nice. It's a really nice university area that we managed to grow here. Let me just see. This looks rather nice in here. It just looks really nice, especially with the city in its background. And if we turn it around, it's also going to look really nice, but the sun is favoring us to take the picture here. As you can see, everything, the detailing on these buildings is just really nice, and I'm glad that they're able to keep that same level of detail in cities skylines too. But again, this looks rather nice, really nice. And so I think this is where we are gonna end our episode 18. We were able to, more than anything, expand. We expanded our airport. We added the medium-sized stands, and our airport keeps growing. We also expanded our commercial and office space here, and our residential, a little bit commercial and a little bit office space here. And we expanded our agricultural area a whole lot more, which I think is really great. I am gonna add another of these silos, so that I'm gonna add two of them, one here and one here, and I'm gonna put this one to empty. I wish this storage mode worked a little bit better. It really doesn't, so it's a little bit messy. We still have an issue with garbage, but we're fine for right now. This one finished emptying, so we are fine, and I think this one too. There you go. So everything should be fine for right now. And before we finish, we were supposed to add another of these water treatment plants. So let's do two of them really quick. I completely forgot. See, sometimes you get just focus on something else and you lose track of time. But that's the wonder and the magic of this game. It's just great. So everything should be doing well in terms of water. Yes, there we go. These people shouldn't be complaining anymore. Of course they're not. And so I am really happy with what we accomplished today in this city. As you can see, this airport expansion is looking rather nice. It is really nice. We are just expanding little by little our city. You know, it's that's the way that I enjoy things, and I hope that's the way that you enjoy things too. Most of the time, of course, there's sometimes where you want to rush to finish a city. That's not what I want to do here. I do want to make it feel like a real city that's expanding little by little. Again, I think that it's not as realistic, because we do have a lot of tall buildings that, you know, a city of our size in terms of population does not. I think that City Skylines 2 is doing that a little bit better, especially with the size of the buildings and the way that everything's sized compared to the gameplay area. But overall, this is a really nice city. As you can see, we're growing it really nice. We do have traffic problems, which we will solve in the upcoming episodes. Uh, and I want to finish by thanking you for watching and liking this video and subscribing to my channel, and also for watching the Cities Skylines 2 videos. I do want to thank you, and I do think that we will continue to improve in our cities, both in Cities Skylines 1, in Cities Skylines 2, and I will have another video next week with a comparison a little bit and my thoughts on Cities Skylines 2 as opposed to SimCity 4 and the SimCity series in general. So we'll see each other on the next episode. Stay safe. Thank you.